Yes, good afternoon, all. Now, today we'll go for the third topic from time domain analysis, that is Rouse harvest criteria. Okay, and we'll try to solve some numericals for this particular topic. So, I'll write over here time domain analysis. And from this, uh, routes, orbits, criteria. Okay, so and we'll try to solve numericals for this particular thing. First I'll tell you the uh, what are the basic formulas, and then we'll go ahead. So characteristic equation and the standard format of that. So I'll write it over here. Characteristic equation, standard format, a naught s raised to n plus a1 s raised to n minus 1 plus a2 s raised to n minus 2, and will continue till an s raised to 0 equal to 0. This is the standard format. Now, first thing, keep in your mind that this an should not be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then you can take one s common, and in that case system is not going to be stable. So I'll say as s is equal to 0, right, system will not be stable. Then two things are possible. If it is not stable, it can be unstable or it can be marginally stable. This s is equal to 0 is telling that it can be marginally stable, but if any of the other poles are in RHP, then definitely it will be unstable. So as soon as you will have an equal to 0, you take out s common. Whatever remaining equation is there, you try to apply Routh harvest criteria for that, and try to see that what is happening to the what is the placement of the other poles that you are having. But if it is not equal to 0, yes, whatever is the procedure, we'll go for that. Okay. Mm, so it cannot be stable. It can be marginally stable or it can be unstable. So these two conditions remains over here, right? Then the second thing is, always try to keep this a naught positive. Even if it is negative, you multiply the whole equation by minus 1, so that the a naught will become positive, so that it will be easy for us to look for the first column in the Rouse array, and immediately we'll be able to talk about the stability of the system. So second thing that you are going to, it's not compulsory, but try to go by this, it becomes easy. So always keep a naught positive and look for negative sign or negative term in the first column. Okay, so these are the two conditions for starting with the stability using this Rouse harvest criteria. Okay, then what is the procedure? whatever is the characteristic equation that you are having, you form the this thing, what I can say, a Rouse array, right? Before that, I would like to tell you procedure. This is having again two aspects. One is to find out two reasons are there to go for it, right? One thing is you want to talk about stability, or you want to know about the stability of the system, and second thing is the design aspect. Now design aspect means what is the settling time, right? Whether your system, what is the gain of your system, right? So one thing is stability you want to know, another part is the design part that you want to know. Now I'm talking about first the stability part, so I'll write it over here, stability. So in stability, the first point that you are doing, you are forming the array. Form Rouse array. Okay. Then after forming the array, you are going to observe the first column. So observe first column of the array. Okay. Now what are the things that you are going to observe? Let us say A. You have seen that no sign changes there, no negative sign, all signs are positive. I'll write no sign changes. Or simply we can say, because we are making first term positive, no negative, or all signs positive, all signs positive for the elements in the first column, right? That tells you that no poles in RHP, and इसका मतलब है your system is stable. First very important thing when I'm talking about observe first column, no any problem you have faced while forming the array. Nowhere zero is coming in the first element is not becoming zero, or all elements in a row are not becoming zero. You are just able to complete the array very smoothly, and that's why you can say, and then you are trying to observe and you are trying to see whether any sign changes are there or not. Okay. Then B, you have seen that yes, sign changes are there, or some elements are negative. So I'll say sign changes, or we can say negative terms in first column. So as soon as you will find that negative element is there in the first column, then number of sign changes that is equal to number of poles in RHP. ठीक है, and therefore you can say yes, system is unstable. Right. Now the third thing is means the third point from here. When you are able to complete the array, no problem, these two cases are possible, but you are not able to complete the array, some problem is there while completing the array. So I'll write third thing, can't continue with the array formation. So if you cannot continue with the array, so the problems are, one thing, one of the row all elements are becoming zero. So I'll write under this third one first point. So I'll make it first point in 3 first point. Let us say I1. Right? What you have observed, all zero row is one of the row all elements 0. Okay, so again, if this thing is happening, two possibilities are there. Might be your system is marginally stable, or it will be unstable. So as soon as all the elements are becoming equal to 0, okay, that means the possibility is you are having your roots, your poles, one of the pair of the pole, one over here, one on this side. So plus a minus a, so unstable system. You may have complex conjugate on the imaginary axis. So second possible condition. So first condition, second condition, and third condition, that is complex conjugate in second, third, and first and fourth quadrant. So this is also giving you unstable condition, this is also giving you an unstable condition, and this is giving you marginally stable system. So that's why I've written either you will have marginally stable system or you may have unstable system. This is giving you, second condition is giving you marginally stable system. First and third is telling you that yes, your system is unstable. So any of these things are possible. Then what should be done? Yes, method is there for that. Then the second possibility is you are not able to continue with the array. So what happened? Your pivot element, the first element of the row, is becoming 0, and that will come in the denominator for every next calculation. So all elements are becoming infinite. In that case, again some method is there, right? So I'll write pivot element. Pivot means first. Pivot element is 0 and at least one element in the row is non-zero. If all the elements are becoming 0, then it becomes this condition again, right? So the condition changes. But if you are having only your pivot element 0, rest of the elements, at least one of them is non-zero, then the method changes. Okay, so these are all possible conditions. Okay, then the next thing is I have written here for stability. Correct? Then the thing comes, that is design. Wait, I'll change the color. Second thing is design. So when this design aspect is there, what we are doing, either what we can do with this Rouse-Hurwitz criteria, है ना? We want to know that. So finding value of gain key. If you don't know gain of the system, somewhere k is coming, right, which is gain of your system, then you will be able to find out this value, finding value of gain key. Okay. Then the second thing is relative stability. You can find out relative stability means at a particular point, particular line is there, and you want to know whether all the poles are lying on this side or not. So I'll write in short, finding whether all poles are on the left hand side of a particular line parallel to imaginary axis. See, why we are talking about this? If you are talking about this line parallel to the imaginary axis, right? What this line is indicating, this is zeta omega n. And we had seen this x coordinate is zeta omega n, and which indicates the settling time. 4 upon zeta omega n will give you the settling time. So all the points on the left hand side will have some settling time which is less than some value, 4 upon zeta omega n ka value, this x coordinate that you are having. So actually you are putting restriction on the settling time over here. Okay, so one by one, 2-3 cases we'll try to see how to go for these numericals. Okay, yeah. So I'm talking about now first condition, uh, numericals, right? And first condition means you are having characteristic equation. Let us say, what is that condition, we'll come to know when we'll solve this. 2s raised to 4 plus s cube plus 3s square plus 5s plus 10 is equal to 0, and you know all these constants. So it is a0, a1, 2, 3 and 4. So we'll form the array, Rouse array. I'll not go for detailing of all those things. Yeah. So what you are going to have, s raised to 4 cube square 1 and 0. So you are going to have 5 rows. How you go for all the even one suffix? I'm considering even suffix. So 2, 3, 10. Okay, and then 1, 5. So this will be now how to calculate this element. It will be this into this minus this into this divided by 1. So I'll write it over here. 1 into 3 minus 2 into 5, right? 1 into 3, 2 into 5 divided by 1. So 3 minus 10, that is 7, minus 7. So I'll write it minus 7. Keep in your mind 3 elements, 2 elements, 2 more elements. Now over here it will be 1 into 10, 2 into nothing, so 2 into 0 and divided by 1, this pivot element. So here 0 over 1 1, so value that you are going to get will be 10. So 10. Now next two only 1 1 values you are going to have. Minus 7 into 5 minus 1 into 10 divided by minus 7. So minus 35 minus 45 by 7. And minus minus will get cancelled out because it's minus 7. So it will be 45 by 7. Correct? And the last one, this into nothing and divided by this. So it is going to be 47 by 7 into 10 minus 7 into 0. So ये term cancel हुआ and divided by 47 by 7. So ये also cancel हुआ. So only 10 is remaining. So it is going to be 10. 10. What you have to do, you have to observe the first column. Correct? Yeah. and you have to see that whether any sign change. Yes, negative sign is there. That means positive, positive, positive to negative, negative to positive, positive to positive. So that means two sign changes are there in this particular system. So I'll uh, so in short I'll write two sign changes. कुछ भी साइन चेंज नहीं होता, all elements positive, system will be stable. Two sign changes is equal to two poles in RHP. That means system is unstable. Total number of poles 10 s raised to 4 है तो ऑर्डर 4 है. टोटल पोल्स 4, and that means in LHP 4 minus 2, that is number of poles will be 2. Okay, imaginary axis पे एक भी पोल नहीं है. Why? Because nowhere we have observed this condition. तो marginal stability का condition नहीं है. That means on the imaginary axis no poles are lying. Okay. Then second condition. Yes. Now the second condition is, I'll write the characteristic equation and we'll see. S raised to 6 plus s raised to 5 minus 2s raised to 4 minus 3s cube minus 7s square minus 4s minus 4 is equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation. So let me draw the array. Yeah. So s raised to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay. So odd even one. 1 minus 2 minus 7 minus 4. ठीक है. 1 minus 3 minus 4. Now I'll not keep on writing the elements, just see. This into this divided by this. Minus 2 minus minus plus 3 plus 3. So 1 divided by 1. So it is going to be 1. And then over here, that means 1 into minus 7 minus 7 minus minus 4. So minus 3 divided by 1. So minus 3. Next one, 1 into minus 4 minus 4, 0 divided by 1, so minus 4. So you can see now the same row is getting repeated. Obviously here I'll get 0, this into this, minus and plus 0, minus and plus 0, this into this into this. No, now only 2 elements are there, sorry. 4 elements, 3 elements, 3 elements. So that means only 2 elements are there and both the elements are becoming 0. Right? That means the condition is now we are not able to, can't complete the array. Why? Because all elements are becoming 0. So your system can be marginally stable or it can be unstable. How to check that? You have to go for one row above it. Right? That gives you auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation becomes this one. देखो इसका coefficient is s raised to 4 and we are writing all alternate. So minus 3s square minus 4 is equal to 0. ठीक है. तो if I'll put s is equal to s square is equal to y time being, so it will become easy for us to solve. So it will become y square minus 3y minus 4 equal to 0. So what will the factors? Minus 4 and plus 1. है ना? So y square, y minus 4 and y plus 1. So it will be minus 3 and minus 4 equal to 0. So if I substitute s square for this, what I am going to have? S square is equal to minus 4. S square minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, I'll write S square minus 4 is equal to 0. And for this I'll have S square plus 1 is equal to 0. So what values of S I'm getting? S is equal to plus minus 2 and S is equal to minus 1. So iota plus minus j. Correct? So S is equal to plus minus 2. Very much clear. This is the condition, first wala condition. Minus 2 plus 2. System is going to be unstable because one of the pole is lying in RHP. And you got one more thing, that is they are on the imaginary axis, because in all four poles are making your system either unstable or marginally stable. So we got first condition also and this condition also. This is making it marginally stable, but this thing, right, this condition 1, it's in the RHP also, definitely your system is unstable. And now we'll check whether we are getting the system unstable or not. So we had solved with auxiliary equation for this particular thing and we got these poles, right? How to go ahead to check only one pole is lying in RHP or more than that, right? By this we got one pole that is there in RHP. Might be some more poles are lying, so we have to check that. So I'll write over here. See, now whatever your auxiliary equation is, you are supposed to differentiate it. That is dA by ds. Not auxiliary equation, I should say auxiliary polynomial you are supposed to differentiate. So that is going to be your auxiliary equation is this. Your auxiliary polynomial is s raised to 4 minus 3s square minus 4. So if I'll differentiate this thing, I'm going to have 4s cube minus 6s. So you can see s cube का coefficient is 4 and s का coefficient is minus 6. s cube का coefficient is 4 and s का coefficient is minus 6. Alternate होता है cube, then it's raised to 1, right? Then now you are going to have, see, we have put it over here. Now we'll go ahead to calculate. Wait, I'll shift this auxiliary polynomial. Right? So if I'm calculating this now, 4 into this, that is minus 12 plus 6 divided by 4. So it will come out to be minus 3 by 2. 2 elements over here, also 2 elements. This into 0 divided by this minus 4. Okay. Next element, this into this into this divided by wait, I'll cancel it with this thing. I think it will be better. You'll come to know it is not anything else. It is the 0 which you are cancelling. Hai? Okay. So what I was saying, this element I got minus 50 by 3. And the last element again I got minus 4. Right? So now you see sign changes. Positive, 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 negative 1. No. See, positive to negative, negative to negative, negative to negative. That means only one pole is lying, and we got that pole which is lying in the RHP. Now I can write the conclusion. So that means in RHP, number of poles 1. On the imaginary axis, we got 2. And at these 2. Then in total number of poles, order is 6. So 6. That means in LHP, how many poles are going to lie? 6 minus 3 minus 1, that is 3. And system is unstable. Why RHP 1? Because number of sign changes. ठीक है. So this will be the conclusion for this. Now we have done of two types. We'll go for the next one. Yeah, third type. Okay, that is s minus 1 square s plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation. You just solve it. You will get s cube minus 3s plus 2 is equal to 0. Now when minus 3s square ka term is not there, I'll write that plus 0s square minus 3s plus 2 is equal to 0. Now when you are writing this, that means now the coefficients are clear to you, right? So we'll form the Rouse array. Yeah, so s cube, s square, s raised to 1 and s raised to 0. 1 2 so sorry 1 minus 3, 0 and 2. Correct. Now you cannot go further because this into this and divided by this, so this will become infinite and rest all elements are going to become infinite. So you'll not be able to know what should be what is the right thing, right? So the solution for this is you are going to assume this 0 as a very small positive number, that is epsilon. So assume epsilon be a very small positive number, and we'll try to take limit for remaining things where they are lying. So if I'm saying this is epsilon, it is going to be minus 3 epsilon minus 2 and divided by epsilon. Correct. And last element, this into 0 and divided by this whole thing, it is going to be 2 only. So no need to worry for this. This is small positive number we are saying. So only what is happening to this number we are interested in. So we'll take limit epsilon tending to 0 minus 3 epsilon minus 2 divided by epsilon. So see, when it is tending to 0, this will become 0. This is minus 2 divided by 0 and minus sign is there, so it will become minus infinity. Now when this is minus infinity, positive to negative, negative to positive, two sign changes are there. Two sign changes, right? Two sign changes. That means two poles in RHP. Correct. Total number of poles are 3. So total 3 in LHP 1 and unstable system. Right. Okay. Now for design part, I'll take one numerical and for that क्या बोलते हैं settling time के लिए, right? I have taken one numerical in the regular classes. For K also I had taken, but this is slightly different, so I'll take this numerical. And for the settling time, you just observe the slides. You'll be the regular lecture slide. You'll be able to understand from there. So I'll say fourth type. Okay, determine the range of K of K for stability of control system given. ठीक है. So we'll draw the diagram first. K upon S square plus S plus 1 S plus 1. Right, so this is the system. We are interested in what? Characteristic equation. Many a times I have told you all these are characteristic equations, है ना. So we are interested in characteristic equation. We'll go for CLTF. You know the formula for CLTF, that is G upon 1 plus GH. You apply it over here where H is equal to 1. Correct? That means now I'll directly write it K upon numerator upon denominator plus numerator into H. So H is 1, so no need to worry, and the denominator will give you the characteristic equation. That means S square plus S plus 1 S plus 1 plus K is equal to 0. You just solve this. So you are going to have S square S raised to 4 plus S cube plus S square, and then multiply by S. So it is going to be S cube S square S square plus S and plus K equal to 0. Fine. So you are going to have S raised to 4 2S cube plus 2S square plus S plus K equal to 0, and we want to know the value of this K which is in the which is the gain of your system. So a Rouse array, and the power is 4, so S raised to 4 cube square and 0. So 1 2 K 2 1 4 minus 1 3 3 by 2 2 into K 0 divided by 2, so K. Then 3 by 2 into K 3 by 2 minus 2K, so I'll write it over here 3 by 2 into 1 2K and divided by 3 by 2. So it is going to be 3 minus 4K upon 3 minus 4K upon 3. Correct? And the last one will be again K. Solve it. This into this divided by this whole thing. So will be equal to K. Now what we want? You want system to be stable. These values which are in K should be greater than 0. So K should be greater than 0. And 3 minus 4K upon 3 should be greater than 0. That means 3 minus 4K K 3 minus 4K K should be greater than 0. 3 greater than 4K. 3 by 4 greater than K, or I can say K less than 3 by 4, or I can say K less than 0.75. K should be greater than 0 but should be less than 0.75 to have system to be a stable system. So this is all about the Rouse criteria. Okay, next lecture we'll talk about the root locus का one numerical.